With us, Coach Sean Newton just got the win over the Page Pirates. First time Page has smelled or tasted defeat this year. And for a while in the game, it looked like Page was going to drop the game tonight. You guys stayed close at times in the game, had those runs, had those spurts, down by 10 and parts even toward the fourth quarter, able to pull out the win. What do you attribute the win to tonight, Coach?
Tonight is, our bigs. Again, Kenya and Kara didn't really help us on the offensive end. We had a change in the lineup, put two of our other little guards in who are more defensive minded and one who likes to dribble penetrate to the basket. And it was a difference maker tonight. We got a chance to get down when they hit two big threes, got down 13. And the girls, instead of putting their heads down, they slapped the floor, say, let's go, we can make up for it on defense. And sure enough, you look around, point by point, free throw by free throw. Then Bree comes down, knocks down a big three to cut the lead in half. And at that time, they just refused to lose it. I mean, we came down and pretty much shut Paige out the last 2.5 minutes. I mean, when you got a Paris Key on your team, that's hard, really hard to do because she's an outstanding player. But tonight, Lulu, 23, put some good defense on. We switched her when she went, tried to penetrate down the lane, and we made a defensive stop one time. And the next time we told Kayla, who was guarding Coleman, that, hey, the last 2 times she's burned you with that little wraparound pass, jab out and stay at home. So when we took Coleman away, she didn't have anything to do with the ball. I think she turned it over once and then made a bad, we were able to get another turnover out of it.
Yeah, Coleman was starting to burn you some late in the game inside, hit a couple of free throws. So she was kind of dominating inside around the boards, and I guess your team kind of turned it around. You had some good possessions in the last minute and a half or so of the game. Very good possessions on your end.
We, again, we always talk about Kenya and Kara being the ones who try to lead us on the offensive end. And tonight, Kara, again, her offense wasn't there, but she made some great passes to Kenya, going to the basket, hit Upshaw a couple times going to the basket. They were able to go to the basket, either get fouled or make the basket and rotate it back down. The whole thing was they didn't fold when they had an opportunity to Page. Being down 13 in the fourth quarter of that team, we could have easily folded, but playing at home and knowing how tough it would be to try to come back and do anything in this conference going down 2-3, we can't do it tonight. Keeps us in the mix for an opportunity to play.
Yeah, it really kind of evens playing levels of playing surface too. You look at it, kind of evens it up now because Page now with 1 loss at about 14-1. You guys are now about 14-2. So there's very little difference separating the 2 teams now. And 1 loss in the conference to them, 2 losses for you. As you mentioned, 3 losses would have been huge. That almost takes you out of the running. Still got Dudley kind of wedges them up toward the top of the spot right now. But there's going to be a battle between the 4 teams, we know. And as this team goes, as your team gets ready for the next game, what do you take out of this one tonight as you try to get ready for that next set the rest of this weekend and the rest of the conference play?
The whole thing is taking this, it was a lot of talk in the area about how good Page was. They're an outstanding team. I'll take nothing.
4th ranked in the state.
4th ranked in the state. We smelled it a little bit. We came in a couple weeks ago. First polls came out. We were number 8, and I think it got to our heads a little bit. But we told the girls we just got to settle down. When teams come in like Dudley, Southern Alabama, we play our basketball game. A couple times against Dudley and Southern Alabama before, we made some changes that we think came back and haunt us. But going into the next round, or next time we face them, we're going to play Falcon basketball. And our big guns don't show up. Our little pistols will show up and replace them. And hopefully the second time around, we'll be able to relax and just come out and play Falcon basketball.
You get set to go through this conference the second time starting Friday, right?
Starting Friday.
Who do you have Friday?
Grimsley. We got Grimsley.
Okay.
And, we talk about the big 4, but in our conference, you can't sleep on anyone. Grimsley has an opportunity that can bite you. Definitely saw what Ben L. Smith did when they went into the little 4. They hit that switch, and they can take anybody down. And lo and behold, you know what you're going to get out of Southern Alabama when you got Boggs and Shaylin bringing that show to our place. But, we're going to step up. We're going to accept every challenge every night, and hopefully that we can come on the victorious end of it.
And you're a better team for it tonight. Who would you give the game ball to if you had to give out a game ball? Who would that go to?
Tonight, we'd have to go with giving it to Kayla Pfeiffer, because she, like you said, she hadn't scored 1 or 2 points here and there pretty much most of the season. She came out and got double figures tonight, and she played excellent D on key late in the ball game.
And they, like you said, they're like the little bumblebees around the floor, buzzing around and staying low to the floor. And the thing those little guards do, they get all the way to the basket. They don't stop before they get there. Get all the way to the basket. If they don't get the 2 or make contact, they have a chance to draw the foul.
Bree, when she likes to go in, that's her thing. She is not going to pull up at the elbow or mid-range Bree. When she goes in, she's going all the way to the hole with it. That's her game, and that helps us when she comes in the game.
Got to feel excited about this one, getting that win, but you can only enjoy it for a few hours, I guess.
We can enjoy it for the rest of the night. We told the girls come in practice, hey, we got to work even harder because this is round 2. Teams know what we're going to do. We know what they're going to do. We got all going to be making adjustments. We just got to make sure that we show up.
Coach, keep up the good work. Congratulations.
We thank you. Appreciate it, Andy. Thank you for all that you do for our sports in the area.